This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. June 2022 projected reopening for Chapelton Hospital. Residents of Northern Clarendon, if all goes well, will be enjoying the services of a much improved Chapelton Hospital come June 2022. During a tour of the facility on Thursday, Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, said the contract for the second phase of work to be carried out on the facility has been signed after going through the procurement process. He said he is hoping that work can begin as early as the next few weeks, with the only interruption expected to occur during the Christmas season. Tufton, in expounding on the second and the final phase of the $112 million upgrade, said it will see the further expansion of the facility. This is a very important institution in Northern Clarendon, and it's all about reaching the people at their community level rather than them traveling long distances, he noted. The upgraded facility will offer a number of critical services, including dental health. It will also see an improvement in inpatient care with the addition of 40 more beds and more personnel. When completed, it will operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which will translate into residents having access at all times. Member of Parliament for Clarendon North Central Robert Nesta Morgan said the community has been lacking a hospital for quite a while, and the government, along with Beverly Nicholson from the Push Start Foundation, a United States-based entity headed by Nicholson, a Clarendonian, decided to make the investment to complete the hospital. Morgan noted that with approximately 2,000 people using the community center every month, when the Chapelton Hospital is completed, its services can go beyond the community to neighboring areas such as Moko, Kellitz, and as far away as Frankfield. It won't be at the level of Maypen Hospital, but this hospital will have many of the services you need. Major services won't be here because it is not equipped with a theater for that, but it will give us a big boost in terms of dealing with people with NCDs, non-communicable diseases, he pointed out. Meanwhile, Karen Nelson, acting senior public health nurse for Clarendon, who was assigned to the Clarendon Health Services in Maypen, said it was more than welcomed news as she expressed joy not just for herself, but for those who are serving at the clinic at Summerfield. I am excited about it being commissioned back into service next year. This means so much to us, but more so to the residents, as it will see the cutting back on the cost to the patients who have to be transferred to the Maypen Hospital. It will also see the burden being eased at the Maypen Hospital, she said. The services at the Chapelton Hospital were transferred to the Summerfield Community Center on April 1, 2019, with the expectation that the relocation would have been for only a few months. Human rights activist and attorney Nancy Anderson has died. Human rights activist and attorney Nancy Anderson is dead. She died on Monday morning at hospital after a brief period of illness. Ms. Anderson served as counsel in numerous cases in the various courts of Jamaica and at the Privy Council. She was co-counsel in the highly publicized Caribbean Court of Justice case Shanique Mary versus Barbados in 2013. Ms. Anderson was also a member of the Independent Jamaican Council for Human Rights and a board member for Citizens Action for Free and Fair Elections for more than 20 years. Hannah Michael Phillips and Nita Garvey appointed to key PNP positions. The president of the opposition People's National Party, Mark Golding, has announced the appointment of Lisa Hannah, Michael Phillips, and Natalie Nita Garvey to key posts in the organization as it prepares for the local government elections. Ms. Hannah, who lost to Mr. Golding in last year's election for the PNP presidency, has been selected to serve on the PNP's executive committee. Mr. Golding, addressing Sunday's meeting at the party's National Executive Council meeting, said he had been in dialogue with Ms. Hannah on the appointment and she has indicated her willingness to serve in that capacity.
Comrade Lisa and I have been in dialogue about this, and she has indicated her willingness to serve in that capacity. She will be a tremendous resource to the executive, and I welcome her to the executive. with the blessing of the NEC, I also am asking the NEC to do a similar, authorize a similar appointment for Comrade Michael Phillips, co-chairing the local government campaign committee. Comrade Michael has been giving sterling service to as the co-chair of the local government campaign committee.
Phillips, son of the immediate past president of the PNP, Dr. Peter Phillips, resigned from the vice presidency of the party earlier this year, along with another vice president, Dr. Wickham McNeil, and the PNP's chairman, Philip Paulwell, a move interpreted as another sign of continuing disunity in the party. Since then, however, he had re-engaged with the leadership of the 83-year-old party, and according to Mr. Golding, has been given sterling service as a co-chair of the local government campaign committee. Mrs. Nita Garvey has been named to the party's officers' corps. She will be responsible for the constituency-related issues, including conflict management and team building. JUTC drivers back on the job after several hours on strike. Employees of the Jamaica Urban Transit Company who went on strike on Monday after one of their colleagues was arrested by police over the weekend has resumed duties. Cecil Thomas, corporate communications manager of the state-owned company, said workers have since returned to work following a meeting between JUTC and the police high command. Management of the JUTC and the police commissioner held a meeting, and as a result, workers have decided to resume duties, Thomas told the news. Reports are that a JUTC driver was taken into custody on Friday after he reportedly failed to follow instructions to move his vehicle from a particular spot in the downtown area. Thomas, however, sought to provide more details on the incident. He explained that a policeman parked his private car in a lay-by at North Parade downtown, and the bus came into the lay-by behind the vehicle that was being driven by the policeman. Reports are that the policeman wanted to reverse and told the driver to reverse. However, the driver refused, as it has been outlined that as part of policy, they should not reverse buses in the lay-by because it is dangerous as commuters can get crushed. Reports are that the driver was arrested for not following instructions given by the police. Drivers of the JUTC said they are hoping that police high command will also look at the broader issue that they claim is constant abuse being meted out to JUTC members by some police. A video of the incident has since been posted on social media showing a group of police removing the driver from a bus. Commuters could be heard raising questions about why the driver was being removed from the bus. Firearm and ammunition seized in St. James. The police seized a .38 revolver with 6 9mm cartridges this morning in Beckerseth, Cambridge in St. James. Reports from the Cambridge police are that about 6:57 a.m., the police conducted a targeted raid and the firearm was seized. 2 persons were arrested in connection with the find. Their names are being withheld until charges are proffered. The Cambridge police are continuing investigations. Families in agony as 2 St. Catherine men go missing. It has been 11 days since 24-year-old Darrell Miller and his friend Matthew Evans, 19, disappeared, and their loved ones are seeking answers. Speaking with the news yesterday, Matthew's father, David Evans, says this behavior is unlike his son and he is seeking the public's assistance in locating the men. He says his son manages a passenger bus that he owns and is not known to be involved in any wrongdoings. I know Matthew, and he would not just go anywhere and leave his family. He is a good son, so I know something went wrong along the line. I would appreciate if who is responsible for their disappearance would just reach out to us. If they are dead, just tell us where to find their bodies so we can give them a proper burial. And if they are alive, please just send them home, he said. Evans said they realized something was wrong when Matthew did not turn in the vehicle he was driving. When he was leaving, he told his mother that he will be back soon, and his brother reminded him that he was waiting on his car. Every morning he would take the bus to the designated driver and returns home and do his chores and whatever else, and in the evening he would go to collect the money that is made for the day. We knew something was wrong when he didn't turn up to conduct business and returned home, he said. Matthew, otherwise called Brown Chops, of Miller Road, Passage Fort, St. Catherine, is of dark complexion, slim build, and about 170 centimeters or 5 feet 7 inches tall. Reports from the police are that about 8:30 a.m., Evans was last seen at home wearing a gray t-shirt, black and white jeans, and a pair of black and white slippers. Miller, aka Carson, who hails from Tradega Park in Spanish Town, also in St. Catherine, was last seen wearing a black pants, black shirt, and black shoes. Evans said the duo was last seen in a Nissan AD wagon with a green license plate CL9327. For Verona Miller, Doral's mother, it has been nothing short of sleepless nights and distress. I am not doing well. There is a part of me that is there for the rest of my family, and another part of me is empty. This is affecting my sleep, and I am not eating, and there are times when I just feel like running away. I just wish I could just hear him calling me. I just wish I could just hear him calling me. He is a quiet person, but he likes to provoke me to the point where I would get upset sometimes. He gets a fun out of it, and then he would laugh and say, "Mommy, I know I have your ticket. I just want to know what happened to my son," she said. She described her son as an introvert who is a bus driver who plies the Spanish Town to Portmore route. He is not a talkative person. He told his girlfriend when he was leaving that he was going to take the bus to a garage in Portmore to get it fixed. "That is really all I know," she said. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Miller and Evans is being asked to contact the Spanish Town Police at 876-984-2305 or the Greater Portmore Police at 876-949-8422. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.